Hi, I'm Amanda Rabideau, founder and CEO of Arch Collective. Another title I wear, Fractional CMO or Chief Marketing Officer. Fractional executives have been around for a really long time. They've gained a lot of popularity though in these last couple years. Still, to this day, many people don't know what a fractional executive is, what they do, and how they can benefit your company. In particular, these are very popular and very helpful for tech startup companies. So I'm going to take the next few minutes to educate you about the role of a fractional CMO, what we do, and how we can potentially help your business. So with that in mind, let's dive in. The landscape for tech startup companies is fraught with difficulties, but it's also packed with opportunities for growth and success. The key to finding these is often in finding a marketing expert that truly understands your industry, sometimes even better than those people on your existing team. However, for many tech startup companies, the cost of hiring an executive is prohibitive. A fractional CMO or fractional chief marketing officer can be the perfect answer to those seed funded or post Series A or even Series B funded tech companies. So a fractional CMO, what exactly does that mean? A fractional executive is one that you hire on a temporary basis. They spend a fraction of their time working with your company, but they can bring experience and insights from working with other companies within your industry or market. Fractional chief marketing officers or CMOs will come in and they'll audit, review, modify, or sometimes even build you a brand new marketing plan aligned to your company's goals. They will absolutely have implemented marketing tactics, tricks, and strategies that have worked for other companies in the past and potentially could be a good fit for your business. I know personally, I have drawn from experience from one industry and brought it over to another industry where that type of tactic is not as commonplace. This type of cross-pollination, as I like to call it, is one of the biggest benefits of hiring a fractional CMO. They can bring experience from outside of your industry into your industry to really help set you apart from the competition. So why are so many tech startup companies hiring fractional executives instead of full-time executives? There are many benefits to hiring a fractional CMO, and I'm going to take you through a few of these. The first one comes down to the numbers. What's your budget? A full-time CMO can command a salary of upwards of $200,000, $300,000, and sometimes even $400,000, depending on the industry, the market, or their location where they're based. These types of numbers might be a little bit of sticker shock if you're bootstrapping your startup or you just received angel funding. You're thinking, oh my gosh, that's more than I make, right? The second one is around objectivity. Existing marketing teams and individuals can often get caught up in your company politics. The good news is when you bring in a fractional executive, they're typically coming in with a fresh set of eyes and a fresh perspective on your particular business. Your fractional executive has no history with the company or no knowledge, or at least very little knowledge of office politics, nor do they care, nor is that what they're there for. They'll assess exactly what's working and what's not working without any of the typical bias that would come from someone who's working there full-time. The third, flexibility. Fractional CMOs can come on board and develop a schedule that suits both of you. Many will combine on-site and off-site meetings, such as virtual meetings, to maximize the support they can offer you. Number 4 is experience. I touched on this a little bit before, but a fractional CMO is typically going to work with a lot more and a larger variety of tech startup companies than one that's only worked full-time. They can leverage these learnings across the multitude of startups they've worked with to drive sustainable growth for your startup company. Fractional CMOs that specialize in startup marketing will be able to identify and implement the best practices and help you implement them to the best effect. Now, if you're a startup founder, you're probably thinking, should my tech startup work with a fractional CMO? I don't know. Let's talk through this. If you need an in-house marketing specialist that can work as many hours you need and is available all the time to you, a fractional CMO is probably not the best fit for your company. It's important to realize that fractional CMOs get their superhero level results because they've worked with tens or dozens or sometimes even hundreds of startup companies. This means that yes, you are sharing them with other firms, but crucially, in a really good fractional CMO, when they're working with you, you'll be sure to get their undivided attention. Conversely, if you've got a full-time marketing team in place already, but perhaps you're lacking that executive perspective or a more strategic marketer, it might be good to consider bringing in a fractional marketing executive to help you create that strategy and provide guidance to the marketing team that's already there. A fractional CMO can work with you for as many months as you need. Oftentimes, I've come in where there's been an executive who's been on leave for one reason or another, or they're looking to bring in some marketing superpower while they're looking to make their full-time hire. I even often contribute to writing the job description and writing the criteria for the type of candidate they want to hire for their full-time VP of marketing or CMO role. Any way you cut it, if you have a marketing team in place, your fractional CMO can come in and help best leverage their skills and abilities and get them on track to make sure that they and all of the marketing dollars, campaigns, and efforts that they're putting in are achieving the best results aligned to your business goals. The other piece of good news, getting started with a fractional CMO is easier than you think. Book a 15-minute introductory call, tell us a little bit about your company, and we'll decide if a fractional CMO is right for your business. If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.